Oh, hey. Didn't see you there. We're back again with another episode of Vaughn's Voice. I hope everybody's been having a great week, great, time doing everything that they've been doing. It's been a minute. Last episode was the movie club, and I hope everybody enjoyed that, the American Psycho episode. Good movie for sure. Um, but yeah, we're just gonna hop into talking about things that few things I want to talk about. Just things that are piquing my interest, of course, as always. Stuff that we like to think of and talk about. I feel like so. Um, last week or this weekend or no, yeah, last weekend I went to my friend Josh's, Josh Quay. For people who know, um, and Miss Allison Quay's as well. Their new house is awesome. It's a very nice house. I went and they did a hot. It's a hot sauce. I don't know. It's like a thing where you get together and try hot sauces. Anyway, um, I was doing pretty solid up until the last one. Um, we did the little hot ones. The last dab, Thermageddon is what it's called, and I'll read the description. It's designed as the hottest sauce in the Hot Ones lineup, boasting an 11 out of 10 heat level. Um, Blend of four super hot peppers: Pepper X, Apollo, Carolina Reaper, and the Scorpion Chili, and is expected to exceed 2.693 million Scoville units. Yeah, that shit hurt. I basically was waterboarding myself in their sink. Um, Not a fun time. It was not good. Um, I will say I was drained completely of my mucus. It was definitely all gone down that drain. But highly do not recommend it. It was just not. It was one of those ones where you like, it hits the back of your throat and you're like, okay, pause, wait. So like the sauce hit. No, see, pause, wait. The hot sauce. Oh, I'm done. Never mind. It's fucking spicy. That's all you need to know. It fucking hurt. Okay. Never mind. We're past that. Um, I've been playing a lot of MLB The Show. Derek bought me that for my birthday coming up this weekend. He bought it for me early, but appreciate that a lot, Derek. But we've been playing a lot of the show, MLB The Show. We've been playing online as well as we've been playing. I just been playing single player, of course. Road to the Show is always fun. I've got a closing pitcher, starting pitcher, and a hitter now. Stuff to do, stuff to play. Um, of course, we've been playing a lot of Counter Strike as well. Still, um, my friends are really getting into it and they're really enjoying it. So we've been like five stacking and stuff like that. I got Counter Strike on right now just for me to like stimulate myself while I'm sitting here talking, so I have something to look over at. Um, but yeah, we've been playing a lot of Counter Strike as always, and I'm always down to clown with some Counter Strike. You know how I love the competitive scene, and I love to watch it and you know uh, play it basically. So it's just cool to have friends and stuff that are wanting to get back into it and play it more. Um, a few like Dr. Duke wanted me. He's like, I do like when you talk about Counter Strike. It's just I don't know anything about the competitive scene. I'm like, no, that's fair. Um, so like I was thinking about just making like maybe a video or two, like top five like tips and tricks for beginners, or like top three tips and tricks for beginners. I mean, like the like three like main things you like really need to like get used to is like uh cursor placement, or like uh what's the word? Oh my lord. Yeah, cursor placement, I guess. Reticle placement. And like learning the maps is like one of the like map knowledge is huge because you know the angles that people peek, the most common people like angles people peek, um, and like it's just like you have the knowledge to just swing and tap that angle and fucking murder people, and That's like one of the biggest things is map knowledge. That's what I was so good at when I was playing like competitively. Like my map knowledge was very good, and I like knew utility and I knew smokes and jazz like that. I've never been like a crazy aimer or anything, but map knowledge is huge. Uh, Two, I would say, would just be uh, isolate kills, because like a lot of the time I see my friends they'll just swing like into an open area and like get shot by like four different people. And when I say isolate kills, it's important because like you're not going to be able, like 9 times out of the 10 you're not going to be able to flick and kill that second person. So like isolation kills are like important, or like isolating your kills are important. So like when you're swinging like mirage ramp and looking triple, you should only be swinging enough to see triple, um and not be like swinging to be able to be seen by from ticket or like default on site. You should swing with like a purpose, and you should swing with like knowing where you're looking, because not looking somewhere is already putting yourself at an advantage, or having your cursor somewhere where a person typically would be is, just putting yourself in an advantage or disadvantage. So like if you're swinging mirage a ramp, you're going to want to swing and look at triple for, well, you're going to want to look, you're looking at stairs. Hopefully you got like a stairs smoke and a jungle smoke, but like first you're going to be looking triple, and then after you clear triple from looking from mirage ramp, you're going to just look and see if you could see anything default. At that point, if you have like a competent team, somebody should have mollied Palace under heaven or under the Palace in hell. So then they should flush out anybody there, and then that's when you're swinging from ramp at that same time, looking at default as well as the underswinger, so you could kill those guys. It's just about like timing and isolation. A lot of it's timing, isolating your kills, because like yeah, you could shoot and miss your kills, but like again, if four people are swinging you once or two people are swinging you once, you're probably going to maybe get one, or not even any. You're not probably going to get the two. Um, and then I guess like three would just be no utility. Utility is actually really important. Like they don't put that in the game for nothing. Like I would say focus on like learn one smoke on each map, just so you know a smoke. Like so if you do play like solo or duo or something, you could say, "Hey, I know this smoke. Anybody else get this smoke?" It's just like if you master one smoke, then you actually are useful with that piece of utility, instead of just. I mean, don't throw it willy nilly for no reason, but be like, "Hey, I know connector smoke from mid." Um, Mirage, or I know how to smoke window and from Mirage. I don't know how to do that, but I know every smoke on A side of the map. I know how to smoke window market on B as well. Um, Stuff like that. It's just important to know utility. So if you actually want to play like higher up and solo and stuff like that, you could calm to your teammates. I know this piece of utility as anybody else know, because typically most people in the game do know, because they're nerds and this is all they play. Unlike us, we like play it every once in a while. But yeah, that was my CS talk. I won't talk about the professional stuff because yeah, that was a long-winded conversation. Um, but yeah, those are like my tips and tricks for Counter Strike for new people trying to get in the game. Don't play on a controller. I've known people that tried that. That's literally just putting yourself at a disadvantage. Play with a mouse and keyboard, because everybody else is playing with a mouse and keyboard, and you're literally gonna lose. Um, but yeah, let's go ahead and go on to what do I got here? Oh, NBA playoff picture. So playoffs are starting this weekend. Play-ins are this week. So let me just pull that up. Let me pull that up. Unprepared. I've got everything else pulled up besides that. God, I'm such a fucking slacker. So the playing games are... Where are they? Playing games are Orlando Magic 76ers, Heat versus Hornets, and then Trailblazers, Suns, Golden State versus Clippers. Yeesh. Is Steph Curry back? Let's see. Let's see. I don't know. I don't see any news. Yeah, but it is. Those are gonna be good rounds. I mean, for play-in wise, I really don't care, because play-ins are kind of iffy as is. So let's just go to the actual playoff bracket. I want to see. So it's Thunder, and then whoever gets the 8th seed, and then the Lakers, Rockets, and then the Nuggets, Timberwolves on the West. Which that's gonna be good. God, there's some good series. Suns, Trailblazers. The winner of that plays the Spurs. Dude, Spurs are. I don't know. West is looking tough as always. The West is always strong. For the NBA, it's there's maybe like 2 teams out east that can probably win the chip, which would be like maybe 3. I would say like the Cavs, the Celtics, and the Pistons are looking good. Just depending on how Cade Cunningham plays with the Pistons, but um, God, dude, the West is just strong. Like Thunder look good. Lakers are probably gonna bomb out because they don't have Luka or Austin Reeves, which kind of fucking blows. Um, LeBron's not gonna, I don't know if LeBron. I mean, he is the goat, for a reason. Like if he can, he if anybody can, it's him to carry that team to a ring, or like till Luka gets back. Um, Nuggets, Timberwolves. God, I could see any of those teams winning too. Even like the Rockets could win because they got KD. They got that young core with like Sengun and Thompson. I think it's Amin Thompson, Amir, or one of them. But they've got a good team. They got the coach Ime Doka, is that his name? Which he's really good. But dude, the West is just crazy. Timberwolves, Nuggets. Nuggets are always strong. I mean, you got one of the best players in the fucking world. Probably the best player in the league is Jokic. Um, Crazy, crazy work. He just does amazing things for being a guy that's like 6'9", he's like 6'11", I think, 7 foot probably. Um, but he's just such a good player, dude. It's crazy. Um, it's crazy what he does and the work that he, you know, it's just crazy to watch. Actually, it's what like the Great White Hope, as Kate Shanks calls him. But he's definitely anybody. I really could see anybody out west winning besides the play-in teams. I mean Golden State because it's Steph Curry as well, but I don't. I could see 1 through 6, seed 1 through the 6th seed in the West winning, and then I don't even know if the Knicks can win, dude. I just feel like they always bomb out. They're gonna play the Hawks, and they don't even have Trae Young, but I don't know. I'm worried about that because the Hawks have been looking good. They got like C.J. McCollum and stuff. They're a good team, solid. So, yeah. Who do I think's gonna win the championship? I have no fucking clue. Thunder, insanely good, but anything can happen in a best of 7 series, of course. Um, but the Thunder are just so good, dude. But Victor Wembanyama is literally a freak of nature. Like he can block anything, and it's ridiculous. Um, I don't know. My biggest bet's probably on the Thunder, just because they're gonna probably repeat, and they're just solid as always. They're just so deep, like depth wise. Like they could pull anybody off the bench, and they could give them 20. It feels like so. I definitely think the Thunder are probably gonna win it out of the West and probably win the whole thing. Out of the East, I really think the Cavs have a good shot. But it just depends on like if Donovan Mitchell like performs or not, because it feels like whenever the playoffs happen, he's just trash. Doesn't know how to perform in the playoffs, but that's just my opinion. Um, yeah. But I think East will be probably the Cavaliers or the Celtics. Um, I just don't know how Cade's going to perform with the injury he's coming back from. I mean, he had a literal collapsed lung. So hopefully, I'll be all right. But playoffs will be fun to watch. It's always cool to watch playoffs. because it means more. But I mean, every game every game matters, but like to watch playoffs means more. But yeah, that's it for the NBA. What do you guys think? Who do you think's winning? Probably, like I said, it's probably the Thunder. Um, we don't have to kid ourselves, but Thunder are probably winning it. Yeah. Um, cool. Let's continue on to. Oh, it's movie pick time. Yeah, so we're finally on to the movie pick. I do have the wheel up over here, but I'll transition to that in a minute. I just want to read all of them over and just give brief descriptions on why everybody picked them. I just like seeing what everybody's reasoning was. So Alex picked Imposter from 2001. He says it's a unique plot. I doubt anyone has seen it or heard of it because I've never heard of it. And it's got Gary Sizan? I don't know. On sci-fi schizo drugs is always fun. So that'll be a good one. I wouldn't be opposed to watching that for sure. Never seen that or heard of it. Duke said he chose Akira, the anime, because Kanye said it's a goat movie and he's the goat rapper. Dr. Duke, ladies and gentlemen. But Akira is a really good movie. I've definitely seen that. And I know a lot of our friend group don't watch anime, so they probably haven't seen it. And it is one of the older anime movies that people probably don't know about, or they probably know about it but have never watched it, actually. They just know about the memes, Akira! Ah! Whatever, that stuff. But yeah, that's a good pick. Derek chose Kronos because it's Guillermo del Toro's director debut, and he wants to watch it. Fair enough. I haven't heard of that one either. Mike chose Queen and Slim. Feel like probably nobody in the Discord has watched it, and it's a solid one. I've never watched it. Never heard of it. Mars said Steel Magnolias. Don't really hear anybody talk about it. It's probably not horribly niche, but still thought it was a good movie and wanted to see it again. Yeah, Steel Magnolias, I've seen. It's a great movie. It's got really great actresses in it, and it's a really great cast. But definitely a good movie to watch, and I wouldn't mind watching it again for sure. Tommy picked Shaun of the Dead, and all he said was funny, which it is funny. It's a great movie. Brogan put Tu Wong Fu, Thanks for Everything. Julia Namar, 1995. I don't know what that is. Never heard of it, but sure. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So then Gabe chose Cherry. Said because Tom Holland is great in it, and not many people have heard of it. I think the story is very good. Fair enough. I've seen clips of it, and I've seen like trailers, but I've never watched it. But definitely, probably a good one. Ethan chose Benchwarmers. No explanation why. And I chose Sucker Punch. Just because Sucker Punch is a movie. Zack Snyder directed it, and it is an older one. I don't know what year it came out, but I remember when it came out. I literally watched it in movie theaters with my mom and Bryce Skoke. We went to the movies to watch it, and I like the movie, and it's like a great memory I have with Bryce. So I just thought of it, and I just don't feel like anybody's watched it, and I enjoyed it when I watched it as a kid. Plus, there's pretty ladies fighting big robots and doing cool action stunts. Vanessa Hudgens is in it. So, yeah, that was my pick. And then I'm going to transition to a wheel spin screen. Woo! You guys can see the wheel spin. Woo! All right, let's wheel it. Oh, and if Gabe wins, he said we can re-roll it once. Ooh. Okay. Derek. So we're watching Kronos this week. Yeah. So Derek won, and that Kronos was the Guillermo del Toro movie, and it's his director debut. I'm gonna look up a little more. 1992. Let's see what this says. An antique dealer, Jesus Grease, stumbles across Kronos, a 400-year-old scarab that will that when it latches onto him, grants him youth and eternal life, but also a thirst for blood. Blood, blood, I want your blood. All right. So, yeah, that's the sleeper movie we're watching this week. So, Kronos, Guillermo del Toro, came out in 1992. Looks like it's got a 6.7 on IMDb, but um, exciting to watch. Came out in America in 94, it looks like. So it came out in Mexico in 92, but 94 was when it came out in America. So thanks for tuning in. If you guys are excited about that movie pick, go ahead and definitely leave a comment. But I'm excited. Guillermo del Toro is really good at what he does, and I feel like this is going to be cool to. Again, I've never seen this movie, and it's always nice to watch something new. You always get new and interesting perspectives on stuff, and it's just cool. But yeah, that's all I had this week. I'm hoping everybody has a great rest of your week. Um, Definitely enjoy your life, and make great decisions, live it up. Um, yeah, Fortnite. That's all I got. Okay, I didn't have like a good speech. Yeah, but I appreciate everybody watching. Appreciate everybody stick around through the whole video. And yeah, leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, and appreciate everybody. Love you guys. Later.